So the first card, let's see. Wow, what a beautiful way to start your reading. You get the Ace of Water. And what is the Ace of Water? The Ace of Water is all about, of course, your spiritual assets. Of course, this is all about a new beginning, of deeper connection to your angels and guides, your psychic abilities, your intuition, because of the fact that you have Jupiter in your 12th house for the next year. You have the Sun in your 12th house right now. You're making deep changes to your feelings, to your emotions, and realizing things that need to change. The Ace is the new beginnings. So the 12th house is endings, and you're being prepared with the Ace of Water for the new beginnings, deep emotional satisfaction and happiness and emotional connections to others. You also have the South Node that just went into Capricorn for the next year and a half, and it will be in your sign in your first house. And also the North Node is in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So I feel this may be a time within the next year and a half, and maybe this is the beginning of some type of beautiful connection to love, deep emotional feelings for someone that is really going to change your karmic pathway. And that's why I feel there's major changes happening with the South Node in Capricorn, with Saturn being in Capricorn in your first house. It's about changes that you need to make for self. And it's about your intuition, your deep connection to your angels and guides, connecting to those who can help and assist in your spiritual growth, finding your spiritual teachers and finding the wisdom and knowledge that you need. So that's a beautiful way to start off your reading here, Capricorn. More emotional connections to others. Let's see what else we have in the South position. Wow, 9 of Earth. How beautiful is that? So the 9 of Earth is all about growth and stability and finding your own independence. And that's why I feel there's a lot of changes you're going through to get more grounded in who you are, Capricorn. And it's like you're finding the beautiful changes that you want, and you're growing and you're expanding so that you can have this Ace of Water. So I feel this is just going to be a time for you this month of realizing how beautiful, things are going to happen for you. So take this month to be grateful, to meditate, to pray, to ask for these blessings, these karmic changes that are happening for you. And by, next month, you're going to have these beautiful connections to the first house of Capricorn. The Sun will be in Capricorn in your first house. Of course, you'll have the South Node and Saturn. So there's a lot of changes that are going deep within you to get you more aligned. And it's a beautiful time of, releasing the past and knowing that you have gone through the karmic changes and challenges. That's what Saturn does. He is the planet of karma, and you are ruled by Saturn. So it is definitely a lot of things that you have been growing and maturing and being realistic about and releasing so that you can have these blessings in love and happiness and joy here. Let's see what else you have. Wow, it's just getting better here. Queen of Water. So this is just about love and deep emotional connections to others. And you being such an earth sign, I feel this is going to be important because you're going to connect more to your feelings, your emotions. Your intuition, like I said, is going to be really strong if you meditate, if you contemplate. If you want to connect more deeper to your angels and guides, you are going to receive the intuition, the insight from your dreams. This is 2 cards of really that deep connection to that spiritual essence of who you are. So that's why for the Storyteller cards, it's here to give you some knowledge, some wisdom, and it's important to write down those dreams, those signs, those symbols that you're going to be receiving from this Queen of Water and Ace of Water. It's also maybe a strong connection to love. This is all about connecting to a deep connection of someone who's ready to give you some type of feeling of emotional happiness. This may be a strong connection to a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces here, but this is a beginning of love. This is a beginning of growth and happiness and joy. And yes, you have been waiting and preparing for this, and that's why I feel this year has been a time of being realistic about a lot of things here for you, Capricorn, and you're making the changes for spiritual growth. This is the card of spirituality. This is about knowing that you are continuing your growth and keep on growing who you are, keep on staying grounded in things that are happening around you, because if you do, you're going to just grow more spiritually. You're going to be more connected more deeply to your own self, to your spirit guides and angels here, wanting you to tap into them. And so you have the stress card. So it's about releasing. Remember, this is the month that I feel you need to release the stress, realizing, your spiritual growth and essence and strength that you have, so that you can feel this new beginning of emotions and love and light that's coming. So this is going to be a month, I feel, of going deep within and being prepared for a new beginning, and challenging yourself to release things that have been karmically stressing you for new growth and happiness. So let's look at, also the good friend card here. The good friend card here is all about, I feel, Venus just went, and this is the seashell oracle called a common periwinkle. And on this card, it does say a good friend. So I feel, Venus just went, has gone direct last month. And so this may be a time in December that there may have been a situation where maybe you've had a falling out with a good friend, and now you're ready to make amends, realizing, the karmic challenges and tests, feeling more deeper and connected to others, and, maybe realizing their emotions and feelings. And maybe that's what it is, a lot of times, I feel with Capricorns, you're so deeply connected to your own feelings, your own essence, your own understanding, that sometimes it's harder to express yourself to others. And that's why I feel this is just a time of karmic endings and releasing anything negative that may have been around relationships and karmic situations. So if there has been a falling out with a good friend, or maybe there is a good friend who's going to be helping you. So look at someone who I feel is there, who has been a good friend, who wants to be your good friend, who you need to tap into and maybe give some more support and love and emotional. Maybe that's what the Queen of Water needs. The water is there, some more emotional support that they may need. So let's look at the love connection for you, Capricorns. We all already see some type of love energy growing and developing. And like I said, with the North Node being in your 7th house, that's where you need to move towards more connection to relationships and partnerships, more deeper connections of feelings, and opening up to your how you feel about others, and being more emotionally available to others. So let's look at love here, and let's see what the first card for you, Capricorn, is. Wow, that one wanted to fly out. We've got 2 cards that wanted to fly out here. So the 7 of Water and the 6 of Air here. So the 7 of Water is, wanting to make changes and wanting to fulfill more emotional happiness in a relationship. And it's like you're dreaming of ways to connect to others more emotionally, but maybe not making the move, still staying in one place and not moving forward. And that's what the 6 of Air is doing. It's saying it's time to move forward on your wishes, on your emotions. Don't keep them bottled up inside you, Capricorn. You need to express how you feel to others. And maybe that's why there's so much water here. The Ace of Water, the Queen of Water, the 7 of Water. Open up to your emotions and love. Open up to the one that you love, and not be afraid to move forward. Go on this journey with the 6 of Air. Communicate. It's like you're being guided to love. You're being guided, and that's why you get the North Node in your 7th house. You're being guided. You're moving forward. You're not going to stay stagnant in your emotions, in your relationships. You're going to find a way to travel and move and feel. I just see, even in the air energy, you see water. It's just a lot of emotions coming through this month for you, Capricorns. So that's why I feel it's important to meditate, to contemplate. I feel there's a lot of soul searching that you have been going through to realize what you want in love, and feeling more emotionally available. And then you have the 2 of Air. So this looks like there's some choices that you need to make in love. Choices to, not just be about self, but also about relationships and partnerships. And that's why I feel there's a lot going on with you, Capricorn, of changes that you're making for yourself and making choices now so that you can be more connected to others in your emotions. So it does look like you're making some major choices, trying to find stability in your emotions, still staying, true to yourself and being very connected to how you feel about your own emotions and what you want to keep to yourself. But it's also about you opening up again to, what this beautiful spiritual growth is happening for you in love. And that's why I feel there's just so much happening, choices that are going to be made. And I feel this may be a month that you're going to really contemplate about some choices in love. Maybe this is about you moving forward in a relationship. Maybe you've been stagnant and, opening up to maybe the Ace of Water, moving your love relationship into the next level here, moving forward and knowing that you're making the right choice now. And it's like you're ready. It's like you're, with the Nine of Earth, this is about you being grounded and being ready for some type of emotional stability, some type of growth. And this is all about long-lasting growth, long-lasting relationships that may be coming towards you. So it's about releasing that stress. And I feel it's important now to give that to your angels and guides. Give that to the divine and ask them to help you, assist you, to help you move forward in this beginning energy of love. So this month, just take time to understand the next step and level that you need to take in love, and it will give you good luck. You got the good luck sign. This is all about knowing luck is all on your side to make the changes, to make the choices, to find the stability that you want in love. And so Capricorn, what's holding you back? Why are you still in the Seven of Water? Why aren't you making changes? Yeah, why aren't you making the changes you want? Some of you, it looks like you're making a big change of maybe moving forward and moving into a relationship. That's why I feel with the 7th house of North Node there, Capricorns, there may be a lot of you who are making a major change in your relationships. The 7th house is marriage. It is, a deeper connection to a relationship, moving in together. And it looks like it's going to be very lucky. So this may be a month that you're really thinking about the choices that you want to make, maybe making a choice about moving. Maybe this is about moving to be with the one that you love, maybe with the 6th of Air and the House card. This is about you being far away from the one you love, and it looks like maybe you're finally going to make a choice. Stop staying stagnant in your relationship and your emotions, but now doing something about it to open up to your love. So much emotion, so much love, so much connections to that. So let's pull a romance angel card for you here, Capricorns, in your love energy. Love to see this. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So this is interesting. So I feel there's a lot, like I said, you've got so much going on in your 12th house. This may be a connection to something very karmic coming to you, or a karmic relationship that's already been developing. So understand that, I feel a lot of you Capricorns are receiving some type of karmic change in your relationships because of your spiritual change that you're making into self. So keep on feeling that energy, knowing that your love life is being influenced by your spiritual changes that you're making. It's because of the 12th house this month. It's really about you going deep within and connecting about what you want to make, the changes. I feel maybe some of you Capricorns, it's hard to make this change because of maybe some karmic situations that have happened in the past that have been, a huge lesson and test for a lot of you Capricorns. But now it's time for that ending. That's what the 12th house is. It's about ending those karmic lessons and tests to begin something new with the Ace of Water. And that is the first card that's coming out for you. It's about the new beginning that you're being prepared for. And I feel, this is the month to really think about the changes that you want. So by the time that you get the sun in your first house at the end of the month here into the new year, you'll be prepared for these choices to make some big decisions about where you're moving towards here. So let's look at, actually I wanted to pull an oracle for the energy of love here, and then we'll go into your work situation here. So let's see where the energy of love is taking you here. For the month of December, it does look like choices, making some decisions, contemplating, meditating, being prepared, moving forward. And let's see what the energy is feeling for you. It does definitely look very positive. And maybe it's a good friend. Maybe that's what it is with the common periwinkle. Maybe there's a good friend that you have known for a long time, but really actually want to be more connected in love. Maybe that's what the stagnant energy is you're finally making a decision to move forward and connecting and making a choice to, maybe share your feelings with a good friend here. Now that Venus is direct, maybe that's what you were doing, contemplating while Venus was in retrograde about a relationship, a friendship that you want to take to, more of a romantic level. And so you have hostility. So let's look at the hostilities with this card here and find out what this energy is all about here in love. So number 26 here, let me get my glasses on. The energy of hostilities here is this. Defenses up, aggressive energy. This card shows a man raising his sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes up right, it reveals a situation where hostilities towards you are about to be or have already been engaged. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostile energies are more apparent, more overt. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time. But whether this is new or old energy, now's the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself now and always. So the affirmation with this card is this: I'm receiving the peaceful, harmonious treatment I deserve in my life. I set boundaries, make responsible requests, and make my expectations clear. And I feel that's why there probably has been hostilities around you and you've had your guard up. And I feel that's more about you releasing your guard, taking off the mask. And I feel that is going to be important because I feel maybe in the past here, it's more about the hostilities, having your guard up, and now wanting to be more open. And so don't allow the past, karmic situations that you've been in relationships to hold you back. And so I feel this is more not about hostilities now that you're feeling, but the hostility of you holding, still the hostilities that you have from within yourself in the self position. Like I said, you have the South Node making changes in Capricorn and having Saturn in your first house of Capricorn. It is about, not feeling so hostile in love anymore and allowing your guard to let down and not feel like you have to always be on the defense because, there's too much emotion, too much energy. And if there has been a situation where it has been hostile in a love relationship, it's time to maybe walk away from that. Maybe that's what it is making a choice to find more happiness. Maybe you've been in a stagnant relationship. It has been hostile and you're now moving forward. This is definitely a showing of that also. So look at this, Capricorn, has knowing that whatever choice this is about for you, if you've been in a hostile situation where you need to make changes to move forward and you've been in a stagnant relationship, you are now finding a way to be able to move towards more emotional stability. And I feel that's why there's a lot going on in your 12th house. There's a lot going on because you're maybe contemplating and making some decisions about major changes that you need to make for self, right? You're really finding yourself and challenging yourself and opening up to maybe realizing what has been negative around you in love. But whatever way, I feel it's an opening up of you need to leave a relationship because of the hostility. You're making choices. I feel a lot of you Capricorns who have found love or about to find love, it's about letting your guard down and making the choice now to find more love. So let's look at your work energy. The first card is 3 of Fire. So this is about movement and changes, moving forward maybe in a new direction. This is about seeing some type of new change that you've been wanting to make, planning for the future with the Three of Fire. So it looks like maybe there's more traveling happening in your work, a new journey that you may be embarking on. Maybe that's why the home's here. Maybe you're going to be moving and making a choice that you've been wanting to make, and moving away from your workflow, because you're wanting to make plans for the future. There's, oh, that one card wanted to fly out. So let's see what the next card, the Queen of Earth. This is you. Yes, you are planning for the future. I feel there's something on the horizon that you've been wanting to do here. This is you being very sure of yourself and wanting to manage your own resources. And that's why I feel, wow, with the Queen of Earth and the Nine of Earth there, these are two cards of growth, of you wanting to manage your own life, your own assets, your own material ways. Because with the Queen of Earth and with the Three of Fire, it looks like you're looking towards some type of new journey that you have been planning for and making the changes so that you can have some type of new growth. So if you have been planning for something, keep on, fulfilling that desire here. So let's see. Let me pull one more card here. Wow, and then it goes to the Ten of Water. So look at this here, Capricorn, the Queen of Earth, the Three of Fire, and the Ten of Water. What does that show you? That shows you that if you are planning for some type of change, to go on some type of new journey, you have the Ten of Water, another connection to emotional happiness and stability and joy. So I feel, some of you Capricorns want to make a change so that you can have more happiness, more joy, more stability. This may be that you're planning to start your own adventure, start your own business. And maybe this is some type of family business that you're going to do. But whatever it is for you Capricorns, it shows that this is the month that you're really going to think about this change and start to plan for that future that you want. That joy, that happiness that I do feel is going to be there for you.